Hi everyone, it's Nisha. So today I am going to try some new products that I have bought, and also I will announce the winner of the week giveaway. So at some point in this video I will flash the name of the winner, and if that's you, please email me with your address so I can send it out as soon as possible. Okay, the first thing I'm going to try today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, and mine is in 315N neutral. Again, it was a bit dodgy to choose the colors online, so let's try that. I've never tried the Anastasia's stick foundation, but I don't think people like that one. I'm going to apply it with my IT Cosmetics Flawless Foundation brush. It's good. It's got a good coverage. I would say that it has a good medium coverage, and I didn't even put that much on. The color is actually quite good. I don't have as much fake tan on now. I've done my brows, so I have to be very careful around my brows. I have to do it with a sponge. Okay, I might put a tiny bit more on my forehead, on my nose, and a bit on my cheeks. Yeah, I'm sure you can build up this foundation. Okay, so I don't have any primer on. I just have my Charlotte Tilbury's moisturizer, which I put on about half an hour ago. And I wouldn't say this foundation is luminous. To me, it is like a natural finish, but it might get more luminous. But it's very nice. It applied really nicely. Okay, concealer. I've got the new Benefit Boing concealer, cakeless concealer. So you know they used to have one in a pot, and now they came out with this one with the doe foot applicator. This is in number 6. I might mix it a bit with 4. I'll see. I don't want to put too much because I don't know what this concealer is like. It's quite thick and it has a very good coverage. Yeah, it doesn't feel very liquidy or, you know, like you would spread really nicely. It's quite thick, but it is very nice. But we will see if that creases or not. I might add tiny bit of the lighter one, which is very light. Number 3 is so light. It's almost white. I'm gonna put it on my eyelids as a primer. I almost feel like I don't want to set this concealer because it's quite matte. Shall I set one of them and then I will come back later to see how all this performed, and we will see if it makes any difference, the set side to one without powder. Yeah, the concealer is really nice, but it's different to any other concealer that I have. Okay, so another new thing to me is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. It is pretty light. I don't think this is translucent, but I will set one of my eyes with it. So let's set this one, my right one. And on this eye, I will just set it on my eyelid, but I won't set it underneath so we can see the difference afterwards. I don't have any new loose setting powder, so I'm going to use the Becca something. Everything will be listed down below. I'll set it very lightly. I've noticed that I don't like the look of powders that much on the top of my foundations anymore. Okay. Yeah, the foundation looks nice and flawless, but I can't see any luminosity in it. And it says it's luminous, so. The next new thing I have is the Jouer Bronze Duo, and mine is medium to deep. So that's what it looks like. This color is quite dark, so it's quite good for contouring. So I will use the lighter one. Again, I must apologize about the lighting. The sun is going in and out. Honestly, I just want to cry whenever I sit down and start filming, and that is what happens. Okay, so I'm going to use the lighter one. It blends really nicely, but I am not sure about the tone of this color. It looks quite nice and cool here, but it looks a bit pinky on me. But it blends beautifully. Yeah, the darker one looks a bit cooler, but then I'm thinking it's too dark just to bronze with. I will just do a little contour with it just to see. It blends beautifully, that bronzer, that's for sure. Let's use the darker one. Yeah, the darker one has much nicer tone. Very strange that it looks so different. I would consider this quite neutral and this quite cool, but it comes across a bit more pinky. Okay, I don't have any new high-end blusher because this is mostly high-end stuff, but I've got the Jouer Blush Duo in Coquette. I think I've shown you this one before, so I will just use this, and I will mix these two and just lightly. It's quite pigmented. Put it on my cheeks. Now I'm going to set my face. So I've bought the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I've tried it and it's lovely. The spray is so fine, it smells gorgeous. So let's do that. Amazing. You don't get any splatters, you know. Let me use my fan. And don't have any new highlighter. I'm gonna use a Benefit Dandelion. And that's my face done. I think this foundation looks really lovely, and actually the color is perfect. I am a bit darker here still, but soon that color is going to be perfect. So this is what the foundation looks like, and the concealer. The concealer looks really good, but I don't know, it's quite matte. Okay, now I'm going to try the Urban Decay Born To Run. This is not new, but this is new to me. Like I said to you before, I got it one day that they had promotion. I paid £25 for this palette, so I thought, why not? It's so different to all the other Urban Decay palettes because it's not just one tone like all the Naked. It has so many different colors.
Let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss still burning. Didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile? It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, dated over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're on the horizon. You're on the horizon. I'm a butterfly who has only begun, taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close, I'm a withering under your skin. Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. You're on the horizon. You're on the horizon. Let me tell you what I found. Leaving everything behind, knowing there is more in life than I want.
Okay, so this is the finished look. I love the palette, the usual Urban Decay quality. I went for something safe and warm as I still have a bit of color because, as you know, in the winter I go more for cool colors on my eyes. They are powdery, they have, you know, fallout, so tap your brush really well. I don't have anything new for my lips, so I just use Laugh Trap from Charlotte Tilbury and Colourpop Gloss in Dripping. That's all. So I will pop in a few hours just to see how the foundation and the concealer look. This is not a review, I'm just trying these things for the first time with you. So I will see you in a bit. And the winner of the giveaway is... So please email me with your address so I can post it as soon as possible, and congratulations. Okay, my lovely, so I am back. It's been 5.5 hours around that time, and this foundation looks beautiful. I would say that this foundation is better than Charlotte Tilbury's new foundation. It doesn't look as heavy, although I love the Charlotte Tilbury's foundation, but like I said, I would use it more for the evening because it's a bit heavier. In fact, it reminds me a bit of Estee Lauder Double Wear Charlotte's foundation, which used to be years ago my holy grail. But this looks perfect. It hasn't changed color, it hasn't broken up, it hasn't separated. It's gone tiny bit more glowy, but that's normal. My forehead usually and my chin go very glowy, but my chin, nothing's come off my chin, which is amazing. Let me bring you closer. Okay, so look, it looks perfect on my chin. It looks really good everywhere. So did Charlotte Tilbury, but it just looked a bit heavier than this one. Now the concealer. So remember, I've powdered that side and I didn't powder this side. Now when you go like this and you see these lines, that does not mean your concealer is creasing. Don't blame the concealer, it's your wrinkles. Creasing means that concealer gathers in those lines, but that hasn't happened. The difference is very, very minute between the side I've set. I would say the side that I haven't set looks a bit better. It's a bit more luminous, although the concealer is not luminous at all, but obviously I've powdered this side. I feel like this concealer doesn't need setting. And if you do, very, very lightly. Yeah, everything looks good. The eyeshadows, even though, you know, my eyes are more wrinkly now because of my injectables, my eyes have dropped. But the eyeshadows haven't increased at all, and they are as vibrant as they were. So yes to the foundation, really, really nice. Like I said, you have to be careful with colors because they are a bit funny. This one seemed to be good for me and it's neutral. I normally go for warm ones, but I've noticed that these days the companies release all these colors that if you go for warm, they're very yellow or orange. So I've been buying more and more neutral colors. The only thing with this foundation, it is very expensive here and I don't understand why. It's much more expensive than in the US. Here, this foundation is £43. That's very expensive. That's more expensive than I think all of my foundations. In the US, this is $38 and here £43. I don't know why, but there you go. So that was good. I like the concealer, but start with a little because like I said, it is quite thick and full coverage. But yeah, the concealer is good. Now with the Jouer bronzer, the quality is amazing. I'm just not too sure about the tone of it. Maybe because the foundation is lighter and I've got this in medium to deep. Maybe if I got the lighter duo, it would be fine, but I have enough bronzers. I wouldn't say this is a must. It is beautiful, but you know, I equally love, if not more, my Physicians Formula bronzer. And I love the Morphe setting spray. That is really good. So maybe that helped as well with the foundation staying on. I don't know. Now, when it comes to this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder, it is nice. It is finely milled. But is it like special that, you know, it didn't wow me. I didn't think, oh my God, this really like evened out my pores and all that. It's a nice powder, but I wouldn't say it was revolutionary. What is this? Oh, it's the brush underneath. That is annoying me, the little brush underneath. Okay, my lovelies, all in all, very successful try on of this new makeup. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.